Hi everyone! Welcome back to My Crochet Doll Journey for another crochet project series. I'm so excited to present to you my December special. Christmas is coming and it's time to give your presents to your beloved ones. For my new special project today, I'm going to show you my Little Crochet Christmas Village. What is Christmas Village and its importance? It is a decorative miniature scale village often set up during Christmas season. The earliest known Christmas villages weren't villages at all. They were actually small nativity scenes. As a practice spread throughout churches and homes in Europe, the scenes were adapted to local styles and customs. The figures were started to look less like biblical figures and more like characters from the local village. The pattern instructions are very simple and easy to make. What are you waiting for? Grab your hook and yarn and join us here. But before we start, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button below for more crochet updates. So, let's start! Let's begin by creating our foundation chains. For this project, create as many as you can. The number of chains will depend based on the length of your cone. Let me show you. Suppose you have a cone like this. This is made of polystyrene or commonly known as styrofoam or styropor, the brand name. This is the finished product of our project. It will turn out like this once wrapped by crocheted work later. I also have a bigger cone, this one. These are the two samples of my pine trees. As I have mentioned earlier regarding the number of chains, it will depend on the length of your cone. Let's create chains. First, make a slip knot and start creating chains. One, two, three. And let's assume that I created many chains now. Alright, so get your cone and we're going to try to wrap it around the polystyrene like this. Alright, just enough distance, not so close and not so far from each other. So once you have reached the top part of the cone, that is the number of chains that you have to create. It's better to add little extra length to adjust later. Once you determine the exact length of your foundation chain, then you are ready for round 1. For round 1, we're going to skip 4 stitches or 4 chains and then insert your hook into the 5th chain like that and make 1 double crochet. You have to remember that this 4 chains that we skipped is considered 1 double crochet and chain 1. Alright? Next is chain 1, skip 1 and insert your hook into the next stitch and make 1 double crochet like that. Let's do it again. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, insert to the next chain and make 1 double crochet like that. So the pattern is so easy, right? I call this as structure. So keep repeating that instruction. Chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet all the way across the foundation chain. I am now at the end part of this round and I have 2 stitches left. Continue the same pattern, chain 1, skip 1 and make 1 double crochet into the last stitch. But just in case you end up having 1 stitch, don't worry, just continue the same pattern even you did not skip 1 stitch. Doesn't matter. I have completed round 1 and this is how it looks like. Now we're ready to proceed round 2. Let's start. make chain 1 and turn your work, and this chain doesn't count a stitch. Next is, let's start making 1 slip stitch, or you can even make 1 single crochet into the chain space. Alright? So next is, insert your hook into the next chain space and make 10 double crochets into this chain space. Like that. Then insert your hook into the same chain space and create another 1 double crochet. But just in case you find it too tight, then you can create only 7 double crochets or even 5 double crochets, depending on the yarn that you are using. Alright? And this is how it looks like. I made 10 double crochets. Next is 1 slip stitch or 1 single crochet, doesn't matter. And then repeat 10 double crochets into the next chain space. So for this round, the pattern is slip stitch or 1 single crochet, then followed by 10 double crochets into the same chain space, and keep repeating the same instruction. So working into every chain space, end your work by making slip stitch and fasten off. Let's say you are done with your work. I'm going to demonstrate to you how to attach your work on the polystyrene. First, gather all the materials needed, glue and polystyrene. Choose a glue for polystyrene, otherwise it won't stick. So this one, I can recommend this one. It is effective. So let's start. Cover your polystyrene with glue up to the top, and then get your crocheted work, finished crocheted work, and wrap it all around just like I showed you earlier. Enough distance until you reach the top part of your cone. And that's it. You are done with your tree. Just like this. See? Just enough space to cover the foam. So now you already have an idea. Alright? I hope you like it. For the second part of our project, the house, I choose t-shirt yarn, this one, because of its sturdiness when you finish your work. Alright? So let's start by making a slip knot. By the way, you can apply any method in making a slip knot. The first part that we're going to create is the side of the house, like this one, with a roof. So for round 1, we're going to create 8 chains. Alright, and then we're going to start into the second chain from hook. Do not include the loop on your hook. So this is your first, second. Insert your hook here and make 1 single crochet. Go down into the next stitch or chain and make another 1 single crochet. So keep repeating that across the foundation chain. I just finished round 1 and this is how it looks like. To proceed round 2, make chain 1 and turn. For round 2 up to round 15, just repeat round 1 by making 1 single crochet into every single stitch. See you when you're done. I just completed my round 15 and this is how it looks like. So for the last stitch of my round 15, I have to change color, for I'm going to make a roof like this. Alright, So let's start in changing colors. Make a slip stitch and then make chain 1. And turn your work. For this round, we're going to make 1 single crochet into every single stitch, but don't forget to weave in the 2 tail yarns like that. Make 1 single crochet. So continue making 1 single crochet up to the last stitch of this round. I just finished my round 1. So for round 2, make chain 1 and turn. So let's start by making a decrease by making 2 stitches together like that, and then continue making 1 single crochet and then leave 2 stitches to decrease the last part. So here 2 stitches together like that. So for round 3, we're going to start again by making 2 stitches together and then continue making 1 single crochet and end your work by making 2 stitches together like that. Alright, make chain 1 and turn. So for the next round, round 4, we have 3 stitches left. We're going to make 2 stitches together, and then for the last stitch, don't worry, just make 1 single crochet like that. So make chain 1 and turn. For the last round, make 2 stitches together. Alright, then fasten off. Please don't forget to make 2 pieces of this. Alright? For the second part of the other 2 sides of the house, we're going to create like this, the same pattern but a little bit wider than the other one that we did, and without roof. So I have here 9 chains as our foundation chain, and then I have to start here into the second chain from hook, and I have a total of 8 chains or 8 stitches. So we're going to create the same from round 2 to round 15, 1 single crochet into every single stitch so that you can create like this, and then fasten off. For the last part of our work, we're going to create the roof. Alright, so let's start making foundation chain. I already prepared here. I made 9 chains, and then I end up having 8 stitches for round 1. For round 2 up to round 16, repeat the same pattern, then fasten off. Once you have finished all the parts, these are the 2 sides of the house with roof, 2 sides without roof, and the last one, the roof. Lay out the square side by side, 1 plain square, then 1 square with a point pointing up, this one, 1 plain square, and the remaining square with a point pointing up, like that. Stitch the first and last edges or side together to make the house shape. Place a roof on top of the house. making a fold in the pointed center. Attach the roof by whip stitching along the edges of the squares. Whip stitch the squares together along the side edges. Whip stitch the squares together along the side edges. Whip stitch the squares together along the side edges. I have a tip for you guys. The crocheted house can be made bigger or smaller by increasing or decreasing the number of beginning chain stitches for the squares. Squares with points and roof in the same amounts. Also, you can add more windows, door to look like a real house. And this is the result of our Little Crochet Christmas Village with the pine trees, small and big houses. I hope you like my presentation for today's project. Merry Christmas, everyone! Hi guys! Thank you so much for watching my video. I made my video instruction a semi-slow motion that would make it easier for you to learn this technique. Again, I would suggest if you can keep on practicing whenever you have time. Don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy the process of your learnings, and I'm sure it will be a long journey for all of us. Please join me again on my next episode, for I'll be featuring another Christmas presents. I'm sure this time you're convinced to create your own crochet project. I would highly appreciate if you can leave a comment and any suggestions below. This is all for today, and see you on my next vlog. Have a good day. If you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button below for more crochet updates. Bye!